Hey everybody, Jim Powers, and glad to have you with us as we continue to roll through our Elite Eight post-game press conferences. And a great season for Daemen comes to an end this afternoon. They fall to West Texas A&M 97-83, and joining us is one of their outstanding student athletes, Andrew Sischo. And Andrew, we were just talking off air real quick. What a great game for you! What a great season for you guys.
Hey, I appreciate that. I mean, it was a great game all around. I think you got to give all the credit to my guys. They never gave up. Things got tough. They had some great steals, but nobody ever gave up. We ran back. We got some stops down the end of the stretch, and if you look at the box score, we won by 10 in the second half. And to do that again against a great team like West Texas is just something to be proud of. And it starts that fuel for next year, and it starts right now. And we all want to be back, and I think there's a big chance that we're going to be back.
Absolutely. Here's a question from Mary Margaret Johnson. When you reflect back on this crazy season, what are you going to remember most from this historic year?
I think we always joke about this one. Probably the best memory right here is last weekend winning that regional championship. There's 4 seconds left on the clock. My assistant coach, Ryan Granditz, is out of his mind, just so excited. We got guys in the huddle don't even know how to act. It's just something that proves the brotherhood and the kind of guys that Coach Mac's been able to recruit here, and just get a group of guys here that wants to play the game, loves the game, like we talked about before we got here. They just love the game, and it proved to be that when we got here, and that nobody gave up, and we just kept playing. So I think that huddle with about 3.6 I think left on the clock was something that it's going to stick in my mind forever, and nobody knew how to act. We just were all so excited. It was awesome.
Talk a little bit about your performance today, and it's going to go in the record books. 29 points, 16 boards. I mean, you were, and the thing that struck me was it was so flawless that you were looking, working inside. Talk a little bit about, your performance today and just how everything was going for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to give all the credits to my teammate. They never gave up on me. They never wavered, and they just kept going to me in the post and opening things up. And you saw that when things got tough, we were able to get inside. I was able to hit the offensive boards a few times, and it all just starts with the offensive rebounding and the defensive rebounding. If we can get some stops, we can get out and run. And we played a great game. Our guys never gave up. We still went inside out. We had, I think, if you look, there's a few assists there and everything like that. So we just played a great game. They just played a better game tonight. It's tough, but it's a tough way to end the season, but it's great to lose to a great team. And it's kind of easier to go into this offseason knowing that you gave it your all, and we came back. We won the second half, and we're going to use this for fire for next year, like I said.
What made them so tough today?
I mean, you can just look at the box where they got some great guards out there. Joel Murray played great tonight. I looked over there, and he was down on the ground after the first few minutes. I said, "Oh," I was trying to play with him the whole game, and I was trying to get a good game in. And he came back, and 50% from the field, 4 or 5 from the three or from the free throw line, and 31 points. I mean, you looked at it; they played great. He had a great game. He hit the mid range a lot, very well. But that shows to our guys, like I've been saying. I think he had 24 in the first half, and he finished with 31. So to be able to do that on a guy with this amount of talent and these guys right here, it's just great. And I give all the credit to my guys. They never gave up.
You're a senior. You've got some other guys there. Just talk about, how this year has been, and just for the seniors and, kind of being mentors to those underclassmen.
I mean, if you look at it, we got some seniors on this team, but if you look, I'm the only one that's really played a lot of minutes here. So just being able to get my guys included in here and up to speed on how we do things here. Sean and Kyle have been phenomenal this year. I can't say enough words to say how great they've been, and just to say the impact that they've had on our team. If you look, 16 points, 13 points, 12 points, it was an all around game. And to put 83 points up on a team like that, that's something to say. And that's something to be happy about.
No doubt. One final question for you. And this is something I think everybody, went through with so many players choosing to opt out this season. How thankful for you that you chose to stay, play, and lead this team to your first Elite Eight?
I mean, it's not about me tonight, man. Everybody wanted to play. We had a great group of 10 guys here, and there was never a question. I mean, I'm doing whatever my guys wanted to do. We had a meeting before the season started, and we said, what do we want to do, guys? If we're all in, we're all in. And if we're all out, we're all out. I'm with you guys, whatever. And And I'm just so happy that we had a great group of 10 guys. Everybody got in, everybody played great. You look, a freshman, Tyler Hine, a little kid from out of nowhere, Randolph, came in and hit 3 phenomenal shots. I don't know how he hit 2 threes. I never expected that, but I'm just so happy for him, and I'm so happy for all our guys. We got here, and we're going to be back.
No doubt. Andrew, it was great to talk to you last week. Even better to talk to you today. You've got a bright future. What a great day for you today. Fell a little bit short, but you know what? The future of Daemen is awfully bright, isn't it?
Absolutely. If you look at it, 7 years ago, what was it, 7, 8 years ago, we were playing NAIA games. So to be able to be here in that short of time and compete with a team that is like that at this point in their career is awesome. So it just shows to how Coach Mac's been able to do and what we've been able to do in Western New York. Thank you.
Awesome stuff, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, absolutely.
Andrew Sischo joins us, and now we'll get the head coach in, Mike MacDonald. Coach,
Jim,
how are you?
Good. How are you, Jim?
I'm doing well. Let's just start opening comments about the game today, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Well, I thought West Texas A&M proved they should be number one. They played very well. They're difficult to guard. We knew going in the guards were special, and we were going to have to. We kind of said going into the game we wanted to try and hold them combined under 40, and Murray got 30 on his own, so that becomes tough to do. We knew to try and keep numbers wise, we had to keep him down, and we did not do a good job with him in the first half. He was able to get to wherever he wants. He gets to spots. He's special. He's a special guard, and and then Grant had a very quiet 20, but they're good. I told people I thought they were like the D2 version of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. They play off each other very well. They play together, and they're very unselfish too as players. And then I think Fugit really hurt us. He had a great game. He made shots, and that makes him so much more difficult to guard when he's hitting shots like that. So we got spread out too much in the first half. They were able to drive. They were able to hit their shots, and I thought in the second half we did a little bit better job defensively. But they're still very difficult to guard. So they're a good team. We played okay, but you need to play. You need to be almost flawless to win this game.
The one thing that stuck out to me is how your kids didn't quit in the second half. I mean, you got down. I think they got it out to 26, but your kids battled, and they just kept going and doing the things that you preach and that you want them to do. Just talk about just that fight to the end.
Jim, we're not surprised. That's what this team has done all year. We started out 0-2. We started out, kind of having to really start low and work our way up. And we did that. And we talked about that at halftime. We said, we're not going to quit. We haven't quit all year. We're going to keep battling. And we did that. And, a testament that we won the second half by 10 points, 51-41. Poor coaching in the first half probably put us in the hole, and good playing in the second half got us out of the hole.
Question from Mary Margaret Johnson. As tough as you guys are feeling right now, what's one of the things that you're going to remember from this historic season for Daemen?
I will tell you, Mary Margaret, the thing that I will remember most of all, you'll have great pride in this group, their competitiveness, their togetherness. They're a very special group of guys. We were down to 12 guys. Then we had 2 who got hurt. And so we're down to 10. And with 10 guys, you look at us warming up, there are not a lot of guys there, but their togetherness, their ability to really put the team above themselves is really special in this day and age. And they did that. And so just a joy to coach, not sad that we lost at all, sad that we can't go to practice next week and be with them, because they're such a very good group. And, I was very fortunate and very humble to be able to be their coach.
Talk about Andrew Sischo's performance today, and it's going to go down as one of the best performances in the Elite Eight with the 29-16. Just talk about what he meant to this team all year long.
Well, I think what's so important, and you have to realize, is that every team, when they start their game plan for Daemen, they're figuring out what they're going to do with Andrew. Are they going to double him? Are they going to triple him? Are they going to try and play single coverage on him? Are they going to just go when he bounces the ball and try and double? We saw a little bit of that today.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to put smaller guys. They're going to put bigger guys. Are they going to, how are they going to try and attack you? And, he sees it all. and we've seen it all. And just through the years that he knows that he's going to get a lot of attention, and he's the first guy on the scouting report. And, it's one thing when he was a freshman to be able to have good games where people didn't really know about him. And then eventually now he's the top guy, dog on the scouting report, and everybody knows him. And to be able to still get 29 points is impressive. I think he would be the first to say he didn't play great. He missed some free throws. He missed a couple point blankers that if he, it could have even been better. But in the end, it's just so special. The pounding he takes and what he gets and the attention he draws is just unbelievable. And he knows that. And he's able to keep his composure and be able to find guys and be able to create shots for other guys just by being Andrew Sischo. Sometimes just by standing there in the post, it creates shots for other guys. And sometimes he doesn't get an assist because he kicks it out, and that pass, that kick out gets to somebody else. So a special player. And again, very fortunate that we were able to coach him.
Another question from Mary Margaret. What does this say about the current state of Daemen athletics to be the only school in Division II to send both your men's and women's team to the Elite Eight? And how does that set Daemen up for more fantastic basketball in the future?
I think what it is, it's a testament to the administration at Daemen. A lot of schools in the Northeast, some in the Southeast opted out, decided not to play this year. Our president, Dr. Gary Olson, our athletic director, Tracy Murphy, her leadership team, they were steadfast in, hey, we're going to give these kids a season. We're going to make it work and find a way to get it done. And they did. And I think that's very special, that when you have leadership like that, that kind of trickles down to the other parts of the program. And that's why you see success both at the women's basketball team and the men's basketball team. But other programs have had a lot of success too. Women's soccer has been in the NCAA tournament. Women's volleyball has been very successful. Men's volleyball is going to be on the verge of being really successful. So for a program, an athletic program that's in its infancy, we're just scratching the surface of where we can be as an overall athletic program. And again, that starts at the top. So I think it's a testament to them that they were able to provide for these kids the opportunity to play this year.
Final question for you, Coach. We talked about Andrew. Talk about those other seniors and what they meant to the program this year to get you guys to the Elite Eight.
I think Andrew gives us our swagger, he gives us our swagger. I think Kyle Harris and Sean Fasiero give us the heartbeat, if that makes sense. They're the guys that we kind of, we almost take their tone, and they have been, just great. And it's tough because Kyle was a role player last year, and he's really thrust into a real leadership role. And the guys feed off of his success. And Sean was new coming in, but, voted a captain by his teammates. And then the other captain, the other senior is Deshaun Hines, who does not play as much, but is extremely important to this team, just as a leader, as a voice of reason, and a counselor for guys when things aren't going great, a guy that people can listen to, and also has turned into a very good player for us too. So we have those four seniors. They all bring something a little bit different to the table, but it's a big reason why we were successful. And when you look at it, it's 40% of our roster right there too.
Well, you got some great young kids that are going to be coming back for you, Coach. We appreciate the time. What an unbelievable run for Daemen this year. And it was a shame that you fell a little bit short, but it was great watching you all play today.
Thank you, Jim. We appreciate all your support.
No problem. The head coach for Daemen, Mike MacDonald, joins us. And that'll wrap things up for game number 2, quarterfinal number 2, our post-game press conferences. We'll be back following game number 3. That's going to start at 6 o'clock right at the Ford Center.